Deep inside the Amazon rainforest, scientists made a discovery so significant it rewrote human history. Not a new species, not a buried fossil, an entire civilization, hidden under the jungle for over 1,000 years. And here is the part that will shake you. Researchers have known pieces of this story for decades. But the full picture was kept inside academic journals, away from public conversation, until technology made it impossible to hide any longer. In this video, 3 revelations are going to change how you see the Amazon forever. First, the scale of what was found and why it proves everything we were taught about ancient civilization in the Americas was wrong. Second, the specific technology that cracked the jungle open and revealed what was underneath. And third, the uncomfortable reason why some of this information moved so slowly from discovery to public knowledge. Let me show you exactly how this happened. For most of modern history, scientists believed the Amazon was essentially empty before European contact. The logic seemed reasonable. The soil in tropical rainforests is notoriously poor, too acidic, too thin. Nutrients get absorbed by the trees before they can settle into the ground. You cannot farm poor soil, and without farming, you cannot build cities. So the conclusion was straightforward. The Amazon supported only small, scattered tribal groups. No cities, no roads, no large-scale civilization. That conclusion was wrong. Here is the first surprise. Spanish explorer Francisco de Orellana sailed the Amazon River in 1542 and reported something extraordinary. Large, densely populated cities lining the riverbanks. Tens of thousands of people. Roads, plazas, agricultural fields stretching for miles. His accounts were dismissed for 4 centuries. Historians called them fantasy, exaggeration, the self-serving stories of a conquistador trying to justify his expedition. Orellana, it turns out, was telling the truth. Second surprise, the evidence that proved it did not come from archaeology. It came from the sky. In 2009, a technology called LiDAR, light detection and ranging, began being deployed over the Amazon basin. LiDAR fires millions of laser pulses per second from low-flying aircraft. Those pulses pass through gaps in the jungle canopy and bounce off the ground below. The returning data builds a precise 3-dimensional map of everything underneath the trees. What researchers saw when they processed that data stopped them cold. Now here's where things get really interesting. The LiDAR maps revealed cities, not small settlements, not scattered villages. Cities with streets, plazas, pyramids, irrigation canals, and interconnected road networks stretching across hundreds of square miles. In 2022, a landmark study published in the journal Nature documented a network of urban centers in the Llanos de Moyos region of Bolivia, the southern edge of the Amazon basin. The largest site covered more than 100 hectares. Its road network connected it to smaller surrounding towns in a pattern researchers described as unmistakably planned. This was not a primitive settlement. This was urban design. In 2023, a separate LiDAR survey over the Ecuadorian Amazon revealed something even larger. A lost city of the ancient Upano culture, dating back 2,500 years, with a network of roads and canals covering 300 square kilometers. The BBC described it as potentially one of the largest pre-Columbian discoveries ever made in the Amazon. 300 square kilometers of planned urban infrastructure, hidden under jungle canopy, completely invisible from the ground. To put that in perspective, 300 square kilometers is roughly the size of the entire city of Atlanta, and researchers believe they have found only a fraction of what is actually there. Current estimates, based on the LiDAR data collected so far, suggest that the pre-Columbian Amazon may have supported a population of anywhere from 8 to 50 million people, depending on which research team's model you use. The pre-contact population of England at the same time period was approximately 2 to 3 million. The Amazon was not empty. It was one of the most densely populated regions on Earth. But if you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this. The cities explain the population, but a population that size needs food. And here is the problem. Tropical rainforest soil cannot support large-scale farming. That was the original scientific objection, and it was valid. So how did millions of people eat? The answer was found in the soil itself. Spread across vast stretches of the Amazon, researchers have identified a substance called Terra Preta, Portuguese for dark earth. It is a deep, rich, charcoal-based soil, unlike anything found naturally in the tropics. Fertile, stable, self-regenerating. In some locations, it runs 6 feet deep. Terra Preta was not created by nature. It was engineered. Ancient Amazonians developed a method of soil creation using charcoal, bone, and organic waste applied deliberately over generations that transformed infertile jungle floor into some of the most productive agricultural land on Earth. Land that is still more fertile than the surrounding soil today, over 1,000 years after it was last actively managed. This was not primitive farming. This was large-scale environmental engineering that modern soil scientists are still trying to fully understand and replicate. Independent researchers from multiple institutions, including universities in Brazil, the Netherlands, and the United States, have confirmed the findings. The scientific consensus is no longer in doubt. The debate now is not whether this civilization existed. It is how large it actually was. This brings us to the most shocking discovery of all. In 2024, researchers published the most comprehensive LiDAR survey of the Amazon ever conducted. The data covered a region of the upper Amazon in Ecuador and Peru that had never been fully mapped from the air. What it revealed forced a fundamental rethinking of the entire timeline of human civilization in the Americas. The structures found were not just urban, they were monumental. Platforms, raised causeways, geometric earthworks covering hundreds of acres, built to precise mathematical proportions. Some aligned to astronomical events, solstices, equinoxes, the rising and setting positions of specific stars. This is the signature of a civilization with advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, engineering, and long-distance coordination. Because structures aligned to the same astronomical markers appear across thousands of miles of Amazon basin, built by cultures that researchers previously believed had no contact with each other. They were not isolated. They were connected. And here is the implication that sits beneath all of this. If the Amazon supported a civilization of this scale, millions of people, engineered soil, planned cities, monumental architecture, astronomical alignment across thousands of miles, then the standard timeline of human development in the Americas is not just incomplete. It is wrong by a significant margin. The Amazon civilization was not behind Europe or Asia. It was running parallel to them, developing its own solutions to the same fundamental problems of feeding people, organizing societies, and making sense of the cosmos, entirely independently in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. That changes not just archaeology. It changes the story we tell ourselves about human capability, human potential, and what is possible when people commit to solving hard problems over generations. So what does all this mean for us today? There are three implications that go far beyond ancient history. First, the soil technology could matter right now. Terra Preta is not a historical curiosity. It is a functional agricultural technology that produces fertile, self-sustaining soil in environments where conventional farming fails. Researchers at institutions including Wageningen University in the Netherlands and the Brazilian Agricultural Research Corporation, Embrapa, have been actively studying how to replicate it at scale. In a world where topsoil degradation is accelerating, where desertification is expanding, and where feeding a growing global population on shrinking arable land is one of the defining challenges of this century. A 2,000-year-old soil engineering technique from the Amazon could be directly relevant to farmers in South Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa, and the American Midwest. The discovery is not just historical, it is practical. Second implication. The title of this video asks why scientists are hiding this. The honest answer is more complicated than conspiracy. They are not hiding it, but they were slow. Academic publishing moves at its own pace. A discovery made in the field takes years to move through peer review, institutional validation, and eventually mainstream coverage. LiDAR surveys of the Amazon began in the late 2000s. The major findings started publishing in the 2010s. Public awareness of the full picture is only arriving now in the mid-2020s. That gap between discovery and public knowledge is not suppression. It is the normal, frustrating pace of how science communicates with the world. But in an age of instant information, a 15-year gap feels like something was kept back. Nothing was. It just moved slowly through channels that were not built for speed. Third, and this one is personal, especially for viewers in South Asia, Africa, and the Global South. The Amazon discovery is part of a larger pattern being confirmed by LiDAR and satellite archaeology across the planet. Angkor Wat's true extent, the lost cities of the Cambodian highlands, the pre-Columbian complexity of North American river cultures, the sophisticated urban networks of sub-Saharan Africa. The story of human civilization is not a story that started in one place and spread outward. It is a story of parallel brilliance, people on every continent independently solving extraordinary problems with local materials, local knowledge, and generations of accumulated effort. The Amazon just happens to be the most dramatic recent example. Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know. Here is the detail that reframes the entire story. The Amazon rainforest, the jungle we are racing to protect from deforestation, is not a pristine wilderness untouched by human hands. It is a garden. Research published in the journal Science in 2017 analyzed the distribution of tree species across the Amazon basin. The findings were striking. The 85 most domesticated tree species in the Amazon, the ones humans historically cultivated for food and medicine, are disproportionately concentrated around the sites of ancient settlements. The forest did not grow randomly. It was planted, managed, shaped by millions of people over thousands of years. The biodiversity of the Amazon, the very thing that makes it so critical to global ecological health, is partly a product of human cultivation. We are not saving a wild place. We are saving a place that was carefully tended by people whose names we do not know, whose cities we are only now beginning to find, and whose agricultural knowledge we are only beginning to understand. That should change how we talk about conservation. It should change how we talk about indigenous land rights. And it should change how we talk about what counts as civilization. We started this video asking why scientists are hiding this Amazon discovery. The real answer is, they are not hiding it. But the world was not listening. Until now. If this opened your eyes, let us bring it together. LiDAR technology has revealed an ancient civilization in the Amazon that supported potentially tens of millions of people, larger than most contemporary European populations at the same period. That civilization engineered the soil to feed itself, built planned cities connected by road networks, constructed monumental architecture aligned to astronomical events, and cultivated the forest so deliberately that its influence is still visible in tree distribution patterns today. This is not fringe archaeology. It is peer-reviewed, multi-institution, independently confirmed science, published in Nature, Science, and the Journal of Archaeological Science, among others. The Amazon was not empty. It was one of humanity's greatest experiments in sustainable civilization. And it worked for over 1,000 years, until contact with the outside world ended it in a generation. If you want to keep understanding the hidden history of our world, the real discoveries that change the story, not the ones that confirm what we already believed, subscribe. Every video on this channel is built around that same question. What did we get wrong? And what does the evidence actually say? Your question for the comments. If the Amazon civilization was this advanced, engineered soil, planned cities, astronomical alignment, what do you think happened to it? Disease from European contact? Something else? Drop your theory below. And when you are ready, watch the next video. Because what LiDAR is finding in Cambodia right now makes the Amazon look like the opening chapter.